Hello once again everyone, Original Blood is back here in video number 2. Originally, I was going to do 2 separate videos about what I'm going to talk about in this one, but seeing as they're both about Microsoft, I figure let's just throw them into one. So this is more of a thing from the past. Did you know that at one point Nintendo was about to be, Microsoft tried to buy Nintendo? I didn't even know that either. But it's an interesting fact. This was actually during the GameCube days. It says here, Nintendo of America's Minoru Arakawa, I don't know how to pronounce that wrong, or right, I probably butchered it, but whatever. He says, I was surprised, we didn't need the money, I thought it was a joke. So, Microsoft offered, it was like, what was it, $25 billion for the entire Nintendo company back in late 1998 to 1999, which was the GameCube era, and Nintendo laughed it off. They thought it was a fucking joke. So, it's kind of interesting to see that Microsoft wanted to enter the gaming business through Nintendo by buying it and owning it, and then later on came the Xbox. So it proves like Microsoft wanted to get into the gaming industry, but the Xbox itself was not their first goal. It wasn't their first choice. There was some other thing I'm forgetting about, and I apologize for it, but it seems like the Xbox system itself, like the original one, was Microsoft's third choice, was it? Yeah, right here. The news comes in the wake that the confirmation that Microsoft made a similar bid for Sega. Yeah, doesn't detail too well. Microsoft initially whetted its appetite for the home console market when working collaboratively with Sega to support Windows CE for the Dreamcast. Blah blah blah, made an offer to Sega for its business as a whole and was knocked back. Seemingly, Microsoft then went to put on a similar proposal to Nintendo. Does this mean that going it alone with the Xbox is Microsoft's third most favored opinion or option for the entering the market? Apparently so. So it's just funny how Microsoft tried twice to enter the gaming market via other people's companies that were already built and well known, just so they could kind of scoop in, take over the company, and try and cash in on it. Microsoft, you greedy bastards. Nice try, but no dice. Now let's move on to the second story, though, which was much more recent. Microsoft paying YouTubers to say nice things about the Xbox One. Mainly, who was exposed about this was Machinima. Now, people have known before, oh, they're Xbox fanboys, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's quite a few of them that work for Machinima, but this even affected the lower down people who work under Machinima. But I don't want to go on and on for another 25 fucking minutes like I did the last video, but Microsoft, what the fuck? You can't, I mean, companies, let me say right off the bat, companies have done this type of thing before for advertisement. I mean, that's kind of how, advertisement works. You pay someone to say good things about it. But you can't just force them to say the good things. You have to tell them, go talk about our product. Be honest about it. Because if you're going to say, don't say anything bad at all. Whoops, hang on. There we go. You can't just, it doesn't work that way. If you're only going to pay someone to say good things about the Xbox One, what does that say right there in that very own statement? You have no confidence that the system itself can prove to anyone that on its own that it has any good qualities. Which is just a bit sad. It seems, it's kind of funny that, I mean, everyone's fucking up these days. Nintendo, as I said before, they can fuck up and they're just rested on the money in the back, or behind them that's from the Wii and the DS and everything. Microsoft is doing the same, they're fucking up, but they have all the money from, PCs and smartphones and tablets to, back them up. But in the gaming world, the gaming side, it's just stupid. Microsoft being Microsoft, really. They're all about the money. All about that bottom dollar. Trying to get people to praise the greatness that is the Xbox One. So please, do me a favor. I beg you, I implore you, I recommend, do not buy an Xbox One. Why buy a system if it can't speak for itself, if it can't give you a reason to buy it? I mean, I saw someone on some forum somewhere the other day saying, I don't want an Xbox, or an Xbox One, I don't really like the system, I don't like the games, but all my friends are getting it, so I'm gonna get it. And he actually commented on a similar thing to this about, oh, being paid, and everyone was just like, well, not getting your stupid system, Microsoft, and everything. Don't be one of those idiots who follows the sheep, or is a mindless sheep follower who follows the herd, and just, oh, my friend's getting an Xbox One, so I should too. No. Ask yourself, personally, what about the system is good for me? If you can't find a single damn thing, other than, oh, I can play with my friends, you really shouldn't be dropping $500 for it. You really shouldn't. What else was I gonna say? I can't really remember. Point was, though, Microsoft paying people like Machinima. Unsubscribe to Machinima. Just do it right now. Yeah. I guess that's gonna do it for this video. I'm Original Blood Ace. More videos coming soon. I do have another 1, maybe 2 videos. I'm not sure. So let's get into that. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon, as always.